let's get into this beer.
Yeah.
I picked up this beer today. It's from Hy-Vee, of course, because that's where we always go. NoCoast Brewing out of Oskaloosa, Iowa. This is their coffee and cream porter. And I'm actually now closer to the camera, so maybe you can see the can.
Yeah. The can art looks pretty cool. I just opened my can. I haven't tried. Well, I guess I licked a couple drops off my hand, but I didn't really get the flavor. Be careful when you open it, because...
Is it really full?
Well, I mean, there's a couple drops on the table, and you can see the liquid is right at the top there.
Yeah.
So,
I just got it all over my hand.
Yeah.
That's
we usually have the paper towel is nice and handy, but we're sitting in a child's table right in front of the Skol Man Center, so that's not the case right now.
I'm going to do an Austin pour because I only have one hand.
That's all right.
So
I'm really excited to try this one out. Did you end up reading the back of it? I was more preoccupied with the mess that I made here.
I did not. I can in a second when I'm finished pouring. I'll let the foam die down. This doesn't really describe the beer itself.
I saw their middle festo.
It's their
part,
middle festo.
But I thought that was the description. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Coffee and cream porter.
It's a coffee porter with lactose. So I think the lactose probably acts as the cream aspect. Maybe there's actual cream in it too. It doesn't say, but this is a 7%er. This is kind of hefty.
All right.
So
holds its own.
Yep.
So yeah, NoCoast, we've had a few of their beers in the past. I wish I could remember the last one that we had, or the most recent NoCoast beer that we tried, but I can't really remember it. Some of the ones that we've had were the Van Gogh, and was it Iowa IPA, or is that? I don't think that's NoCoast.
I'd have to go back and look at our list, but yeah, we've definitely had a few NoCoast beers now at this point in the podcast, so I'm excited to try this one.
Well, I think we just stop yakking and start drinking some NoCoast beer. Skol.
It's pretty good. I like it.
Oh yeah, I think that first drink was mostly foam for me.
Yep.
If you're watching, one, it's hilarious because we're sitting in little Tykes chairs drinking beer. But two, you can see it's got really good head retention. Pitch dark, like
can't see through it at all.
We've got a light right next to us, and there's no semblance of light coming through that beer at all, which is awesome. Really coffee.
Yeah,
but not coffee,
but not so strong. Like I think I always compare a coffee beer to single speed Tip the Cow.
Yeah.
That is like coffee. Like if you love coffee and you love intense coffee, that's a good beer for you. This doesn't remind me of that in a good way.
Yeah,
it's a little more mellow on the coffee, and I like Tip the Cow, but this is definitely more on the chill side of a coffee beer.
I wonder if that's maybe because they nailed the coffee and cream aspect.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, a cup of black coffee tastes pretty different than a cup of coffee with a couple creams in there. So, yeah, I think they nailed it. It's really good, and it's 7%, definitely holding its own. I like this a lot, which is kind of crazy because, like, my normal coffee drinking habits, I drink a lot of coffee, and I can't have it cold or cream or sugar or anything. It's got to be just straight hot and black. This is a really good flavor. I like this a lot.
Good stuff. Yeah, good beer, NoCoast. We'll definitely share our final thoughts after we've gone through a few of these at the end of the episode. But
and maybe it'll help the discomfort. I'm starting to feel it, Ev. I'm starting to feel a little annoyed that my knees are hitting my chest because I'm in this little yellow chair. All right, man. What did you ultimately think of this NoCoast coffee and cream porter?
This is a really good beer.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. It's, like I said earlier, it's very balanced.
Yeah.
I like coffee. I like hot, black, no cream coffee in the morning. That's how I wake up pretty much every day. So when it comes to that coffee, I want hot, I want black, I want a rich, bold flavor. I don't want watery Folgers, whatever. But when it comes to beer, I want something maybe a little more balanced. If I'm going to drink a coffee beer, I want it to have maybe a little bit of that cream flavor to it. And this hits the spot. This is definitely maybe a top tier coffee beer that I've had.
Yeah, this is one of the better ones I've had. This Tip the Cow, the Mint Tip the Cow, those are probably at this moment some of my favorite coffee beers. And it's kind of crazy. I've only had two, but yeah, this is really good. I agree with everything you just said.
Good stuff for sure. So thanks NoCoast for a really great beer, and I'll probably get this one again. I saw it on the shelf a few weeks ago actually, and I was like, I think I'm going to try that, and we should try it on the podcast is what my thought was. And then today when I was at the store, I was like, you know what? We're going to do it. And here we are. And
I don't know if I've seen this on the show, so it must be a somewhat new, at least new in our area.
yeah, I think it's new-ish. But yeah, pretty good for sure.
Yeah.